Flashpoint, DC Comics. The Deep Dive, What It Is. Big Picture. Flashpoint is a 2011 event comic written by Jeff Johns with art by Andy Kubert. In story, it's a time-shattered reality caused by Barry Allen, the Flash, going back to save his mother. Metatextually, it was DC's springboard to reboot continuity into the New 52. Core Series. Flashpoint number 1-5. Scope. Dozens of tie-ins reimagining nearly every hero and villain in a warped timeline. The inciting act, who did it why, who did it in story. Barry Allen, not Reverse Flash. Barry wakes up in a world where he has no powers, his mother Nora is alive, and history is wildly different. Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash, taunts Barry with the truth. Barry himself broke the timeline when he went back to prevent his mother's murder. Why Barry did it? Purely personal, grief and love. He couldn't accept Nora's death and used the Speed Force to alter the past. Complication. Thawne is immune to the changes, thanks to the negative Speed Force, and engineers events to maximize Barry's suffering. Later stories, e.g., DC Universe, Rebirth, Doomsday Clock, add a higher-level hand nudging history, but Flashpoint's immediate cause is Barry's time travel rescue. The Flashpoint world. What changed? Barry's ripple creates a brutal, plausible but wrong Earth, where one small change cascades into history-wide consequences. Batman is Thomas Wayne. In Crime Alley, Bruce died and his parents lived. Thomas becomes a grim, gun-wielding Batman. Martha snaps and becomes a Joker-like figure. No Justice League. The heroic web never forms, so threats go unchecked. Atlanteans vs. Amazon's World War. Aquaman and Wonder Woman are at war after a failed alliance. Mera is killed and Europe is ravaged. Atlantis floods Western Europe. Themyscira occupies parts of Britain. Superman is a government secret. Baby Kal-El's rocket lands in Metropolis and the military locks him away underground. Starved of sunlight, he's frail and fearful. Cyborg is the main hero. He tries to assemble a resistance in the vacuum left by the missing League. Other remixes. Thomas Wayne bankrolls operations from a casino. Captain Thunder, a fused version of Shazam's kids, exists. Hal Jordan never gets a ring. Aben Sur survives. Deathstroke is a pirate. The Enchantress plays both sides. Plot beats, how it unfolds. Barry wakes powerless. Only he remembers the real timeline. He seeks Bruce. Finds Thomas Wayne instead, who initially thinks Barry's delusional. Recreating the accident. Barry gambles his life to regain the Speed Force with a lightning chemical bath. Fails. Burns, then tries again and succeeds, recruiting a team. With Thomas's reluctant help, Barry frees Kal-El, skinny, near feral, from captivity. He also coordinates with Cyborg to confront the meta-war threatening global annihilation. Reverse Flash reveal. Eobard Thawne appears to twist the knife. Barry created Flashpoint by saving Nora. The paradox is Barry's, not Thawne's. Thawne merely exploited it. Thomas Wayne's sacrifice. During the climactic battle, Thomas impales Thawne and pushes Barry to run back and fix things, handing him a letter for Bruce. Reset. Imperfectly. Barry restores history, but not exactly. The stitching together of timelines births a new main continuity. Consequences, what it caused. In-universe. The New 52 timeline becomes reality. Origins compress, ages skew younger, and relationships reset. Many legacies, especially sidekicks and long histories, are pared back. The letter to Bruce. Barry delivers Thomas Wayne's note to Bruce in the restored timeline, one of the event's most human. Lasting beats, meta/editorial purpose, streamline continuity for new readers, modernize designs, align publishing lines, and create a fresh, jump-on era across 52 relaunched #1 issues. Later retcons, clarifications, Pandora, the merge. At Flashpoint's end, mystical figure Pandora is shown as a catalyst for fusing timelines, main DC, Wildstorm Vertigo, into the New 52. Rebirth Addendum, DC, Universe Rebirth, 2016, suggests a cosmic force stole 10 years from history, eventually pinpointed. as Dr. Manhattan's manipulations, explaining why the post-Flashpoint world felt emotionally thinner. This reframes Flashpoint as the moment that enabled the theft, even if Barry's rescue of Nora was the spark. What universe is this? Pre-Flashpoint main continuity, New Earth, post-crisis on Infinite Earths through 2011. Flashpoint reality, a discrete, aberrant timeline often referred to as the Flashpoint timeline, cataloged later as Earth Flashpoint in multiverse guides. Post-Flashpoint main continuity, Prime Earth, Earth Zero. The New 52 status quo launched September 2011. Some later stories soften restore history, but the structural shift stands. Key characters, their Flashpoint roles: Barry Allen, the Flash protagonist and accidental architect of the timeline break, the only one who remembers fully. Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash, antagonist who didn't cause Flashpoint but weaponizes Barry's error, remaining outside the changes. Thomas Wayne, Batman, tragic, older Batman whose arc supplies the story's moral center. His letter is Flashpoint's emotional endnote. Aquaman, Wonder Woman, warring sovereigns whose conflict endangers the planet. Cyborg, the closest thing to a national superhero coordinator, tries and fails to unite a super team. Kal-El, Subject 1. A thought experiment. Who is Superman without the sun, or the Kents? Major tie-ins worth reading. Best of. Batman. Night of Vengeance. Thomas Martha Wayne's devastating split history. Wonder Woman and the Furies, Emperor Aquaman. The politics and spiral to war. Project Superman, Kal-El's captivity. Lois Lane and the Resistance, ground-level look at a world at war. Flashpoint, Abin Sur, Hal Jordan, Citizen Cold, Frankenstein and the Creatures of the Unknown, sharp what-ifs. Themes, why it hits. The cost of undoing grief. A superhero's most human mistake, using power to fix a personal loss, has planetary consequences. Butterfly effect done at scale. The event explores how one change unthreads an entire network of heroism and history. Fathers and sons. The Wayne letter and Barry's relationship to his parents anchor the cosmic turbulence with intimate stakes. Adaptations echoes animated. Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox, 2013, adapts the core plot, leaning into the war's brutality and Thomas Wayne's arc. Live action, The Flash, 2023, riffs on Flashpoint's premise. Barry saves his mom, breaks reality, but swaps in cinematic continuity elements. TV, The Flash, CW, Season 3's Flashpoint arc uses a smaller-scale version to reset character dynamics. Purpose, meta, relaunch DC into the New 52 with streamlined continuity. Who did it? Barry Allen by saving his mother. Thawne exploited it but didn't cause it. What it caused? A war-torn alternate Earth, Flashpoint timeline, and after the fix, a new main continuity, Prime Earth, New 52. What universe? Pre-New Earth, event, Earth Flashpoint, post, Prime Earth, Earth Zero.